What were the major battles of the Winter War? Have you ever wondered how a smaller nation can stand up to a much larger one? The Winter War between the Soviet Union and Finland from 1939 to 1940 is a perfect example. This conflict featured several key battles that showcased Finland's fierce resistance despite being heavily outnumbered. Let's take a closer look at the major battles that define this war. First up is the Battle of Raate Road. This battle took place in the Kainuu region during late December 1939 and early January 1940. The Soviet Union sent about 14,000 troops from the 44th and parts of the 163rd Rifle Divisions to capture the city of Oulu. Finnish forces, led by Colonel Jalmar Siilasvuo and the 9th Division, set a clever ambush along the forested road. They managed to cut off the Soviet retreat and isolated them into smaller groups called Mahtis. The Finnish troops then systematically defeated these groups, inflicting heavy casualties. Estimates suggest that between 7,000 and 15,000 Soviet soldiers were killed or captured, while Finnish losses were much lower. The Finns also seized a significant amount of Soviet equipment, including tanks and artillery. Next, we have the Battle of Suomussalmi, which closely followed the Battle of Raate Road. This battle occurred in the same region and timeframe. Finnish troops skillfully used the challenging terrain of lakes and forests to disrupt Soviet supply lines. Their knowledge of the landscape and guerrilla tactics allowed them to encircle and defeat Soviet forces, even though they were outnumbered. This battle played a vital role in stopping the Soviet advance into central Finland. Another critical area during the Winter War was the Karelian Isthmus, where the Mannerheim Line was located. This line was a series of Finnish defensive fortifications named after Field Marshal Carl Gustaf Emil Mannerheim. The Soviet Union launched multiple offensives against this line starting in December 1939. Despite their numerical advantage and heavy artillery, the Soviets faced strong Finnish resistance and harsh winter conditions. The battles here were intense and costly for both sides. The Soviets eventually made some gains, but only after bringing in reinforcements and adjusting their tactics. In addition to these major battles, there were other notable engagements throughout the war. The Finnish Air Force, although outnumbered, achieved several successes. For instance, Lieutenant Jorma Sarvanto shot down 6 Soviet bombers in just 5 minutes during early January 1940. Smaller skirmishes and defensive actions also occurred, with Finnish troops using their mobility and winter warfare skills to disrupt Soviet advances. The major battles of the Winter War highlight the stark contrast between Soviet numerical strength and Finnish tactical ingenuity. The Battle of Raate Road and the Battle of Suomussalmi stand out as significant victories for Finland. Meanwhile, the prolonged fighting on the Karelian Isthmus demonstrated the challenges of overcoming well-prepared defensive lines in harsh winter conditions. These battles played a crucial role in shaping the course of the Winter War and its legacy in European history.